Welcome to BSing with Y Eagle Y. We're a veteran-run podcast, just hanging out, swapping stories, tossing around the wild ideas, and having a good laugh along the way. Pull up a chair, grab your drink, and join us as we talk about whatever comes to our mind and having a blast doing it. Big shout out to Ed, the man behind Static Shift Radio, holding it down for indie rock artists and keeping the scene alive. Go show some love and check out the station on Instagram at Static Shift Radio. Also, go check out my good friend The Ferg on his YouTube channel, Fergin' Around, where you'll find the best rock album reviews. All right, today's episode is a special one. We're sitting down with the Kindred Vets Motorcycle Association, a group of veterans and riders who are out here doing real work in the community. Their motto, no one rides alone. Whether supporting fellow veterans or honoring the fallen, or just showing up when it counts. These folks bring heart, horsepower, and a whole lot of purpose to everything they do. Let's dive into their story and the powerful mission behind the miles. And first off, I have a video for Kindred Vets I'm going to go ahead and share with the audience. Y'all let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough. Y'all can hear it?
Yep.
All right. How's it going, guys? Let's see. We lost one. We got another.
Gained one.
Yeah.
Nice cut, Dick.
Wow.
Looks like the booge ran away.
Yeah, we lost the booze.
Oh.
Well, guys, I would say I know the booze had some stuff to say. How's every one of y'all doing today?
Pretty good. Just got home.
There he is. All right, the booze. You want to start it off and explain to the audience who you are and why you started Kindred Vets.
And go.
Did we lose him?
He says connecting on my end.
It says reconnecting.
That's we had a late start, guys, because due to weather and some technical difficulties, when you have this amount of people come on at one time, it's a little tricky.
Yeah.
So,
Static, it looks like you're saying why we started it.
Hey, Static.
I guess I am. So I'm Static, co-founder.
Your
and yeah, I see that. I don't know why.
There you
How's
are.
that?
All right.
Okay. I am the co-founder of Kindred Vets. I co-founded this with the Booge. And we started this because we couldn't find any MCs or motorcycle clubs or organizations that were really doing what we wanted for veterans. They weren't reaching out to veterans with PTSD. They weren't helping guys who were needing help. Because every single one of y'all know, only a veteran knows what a veteran's been through. So that was the biggest reason that we started Kindred Vets.
Awesome. So, what does it mean, no one rides alone? What's it mean to you personally?
To me personally, it means that you never have to go through anything by yourself. it means that you've always got a brother there who understands what you've been through, who understands what you're going through, who understands the hardships that you've had. That's what no one rides alone means to me.
Right. And just for the audience, I know y'all have seen me on my podcast, BSing and also doing music interviews with artists. Just so you know, I'm also a member of the Kindred Vets, Sergeant of Arms. We have the VP. We have 2 founders. So Static is a co-founder. DeBouge is a founder. Joker's the secretary. Tech is a representative. So we got you back, DeBouge. Can you hear us?
Yeah. And difficulty to my end.
No, we lost him again, huh?
Yep.
DeBouge is having some issues with it in his area with bad weather, so trying to work with him with that. Also, so where did the Kindred Vets name come from? Do you know, Static?
I do. So Booge was originally wanting to call it Veterans Kindred. And Sean, Flashback, the other co-founder, told him, well, let's try Kindred Vets instead, because it sounded better to him. And I agreed. And that's kind of where it took off from.
Kindred means family. If you look it up,
Yes.
the definition of kindred actually means family. So it's a family of veterans.
Oh, he's back
Hopefully we can
again.
get... There he is.
Hey, DeBouge, if you keep dropping, come to the house. You can hook to my Wi-Fi.
What's it for you?
Yeah, you can throw a rock and hit deuce.
Yeah.
No.
And so
But,
far, so good. On the phone, it was robotic, and that me off. So we'll see what happens.
All right. So just to let you know where we left off is we were talking about the inspiration of creating the Kindred Vets and also the meaning behind No One Rides Alone, along with, how did the Kindred Vets name come about? Do you have anything you'd like to talk about it on those subjects? I know Static was giving us some information as we're having the technical difficulties.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I missed, but in a nutshell, it's just there's a lot of veteran clubs and organizations out there for motorcycle riders, and technically we're not really different than anyone else, but at the same time, we are doing something different than a lot of them for sure, and we are trying to expand. So we're going to have scout memberships out there anywhere that you are, and our organization is more focused on the inner circle of veterans being tight, so that we can accomplish the bigger mission, which is reaching out to all the veterans in our community that needs some type of assistance that we can help with. So it's been fun so far, and it's been pretty rewarding as far as the community, what we're doing.
All right. And let's see. So what would you say the core mission of the group is? I know you touched on some things, but what would you say from someone looking on the outside in, and everyone can weigh in on this, is what would the core mission be, for the Kindred Vets?
To me, the core mission is veterans helping veterans. We look out for our own first. We look out for KV first, veterans, and then community after that. But our inner circle is always first. Our phones, my phone can ring at 3 a.m. I'm gonna get out of bed and go meet you. If that's what you need.
Yeah, we say veterans for veterans, and one Reason why there's another organization that their logo is veterans helping veterans. So we say veterans for veterans, but it actually expands more than just helping veterans. So when we say veterans for veterans, it means like the VP just said, our inner circle veterans comes first, and we make sure that we have the I got your 6 type of attitude. So if anyone anyone of us needs any assistance or anything, and they ask for it, or we know that something needs to happen to them, and then we'll go out and help them with whatever we. Of course, you gotta a lot of people are alpha male, so lots of times we have some of us that might have something going on, but we don't say anything about it. But if you say something about it, we're going to help, and we're obligated to because we're members. And then on top of
closed
that,
mouth don't get fed.
Yeah, right. Closed mouth don't get fed. But but our veteran communities, that's our top priority after us. And it's just reaching out to any veteran out there that needs some assistance within the reason. We're nonprofit. Everything comes out of our own pocket. But we do a lot for PTSD. We've done a lot for PTSD out there over the years. Thankfully, there hasn't been a lot lately. But we've spent hours and hours and hours on phone calls with friends from around the United States that was on the verge of committing suicide, and we've been 100% successful so far, talking them out of that situation, and then directing them to get the help that they need. That's more out of our league, but we're that first line of defense for the community as far as the veterans go. They know about us and they reach out to us. Therefore,
All right. And any veterans that are watching this show that need to reach out to someone or reach out to us, you can check our website, kindredvets.com. You can look us up. Also, hit me up in the comments if you're a veteran and need to talk to someone. So we'll get you to the right place.
Yeah, you can find us on Google. You Google search Kindred Vets, we pop up. Now, be careful because there is a veteran clinic called Kindred Vets. But we have the website. We have Google searches. Facebook. We do have Facebook Messenger. We have TikTok Live. If you find it, any way you can find us, reach out to us.
We're the ones on motorcycles, not the ones that neuter your dog.
Yeah.
Speaking of motorcycles and stuff, one of the things that we juggle with sometimes, but you have to keep in mind that we are a motorcycle organization. And I'm sure at some point, for right now, the organization as a whole is an association, but we will have clubs out there and groups as we spread. But the top of the line is going to be association now, and we'll see where it goes. But we use motorcycles as a means to bring in other, well, that too for ourselves. But if we had veterans with regular veteran organization, you got some people that they have a different hobby. They might ride Jeeps, some might ride motorcycles, some might go fishing or something else. Well, we can't have that bond with all of them because we don't have the same familiar hobbies. But we have a motorcycle because every one of us has a motorcycle and we like to ride. So that's one of our things. That's why we're a motorcycle organization instead of anything else. And plus, it's good for the community. People are used to seeing everybody else, but when they see a bunch of motorcycles riding by or going to an event and helping somebody, we tend to get noticed. And that's any biker community, any bike club. You tend to get noticed for one. He puts a picture on bikers and ensure the law enforcement, in higher levels put a picture of bikers, but we show up as bikers that are veterans, and we're not a 1% club. We're just strictly a veteran club. So we do things out there that not only makes the veterans look good, but it makes the biker community. We try to make the biker look good too because we're doing things out there the right way, the right thing. And not saying that a lot of people are, but there are a lot of people that's not. They use a motorcycle community for something different, but to each his own. So our organization is directly involved in veteran stuff. Everything we do is about veterans. So we have no other agenda other than veterans for veterans, and that's it. You know, and it seems to be doing pretty good. A lot of people like what we do. I'm proud of what we do when we get some things accomplished. You get that sense of that you have accomplished something that worked, and you might change somebody's life, whether it be somebody joining our group or somebody out there that we helped. So we're a little different. And I think one of the things is that we accept all veterans. And what I mean by all veterans is at the Bell Club, we accept male and female veterans. Anybody with DD Form 214 sign that dotted line and put a blank check on their life to join the military, regardless of what their class was or what branch of service they served in. So we don't discriminate against that. We also don't discriminate in, I say discriminate, but we're not a group where we say only specific type of veterans can join. They got groups there for specific branches. They got groups out there for combat or combat only or something else, or certain eras of veterans. We're all veterans of any gender, West, any branch of service, whether you're combat served or not, National Guard duty, that doesn't matter. And we're also open for foreign veterans that are not United States veterans. As long as they're not the enemy, a veteran is a veteran. And the people overseas that serve, maybe Canada, Australia, or wherever, Germany, that come here and want to join there, they can. Because they served and they did exactly what we did, but for their country. And we're open for all veterans. And we want to reach out to every veteran around the world has the same problem that American veterans have too. So that's one of the things we do that might be a little different than most other clubs.
We also do accept any bike. It doesn't have to be a Harley. It's not any bike. I think we lost the Booge again.
I think you got kicked. Maybe he'll go jump across the road
And
to
come
your
to my
place.
house.
Yeah.
Get that Starlink, baby.
Yeah. That's what we're running on right now.
So
Yeah. Even the Honda disease.
yeah, we even let you ride a Honda Fury, Joker.
Yeah. Yeah. Joker has a Honda Fury, as Deuce said.
No, it is. It doesn't matter style or brand. Any motorcycle is welcome, so long as it is a motorcycle.
I think
Yep.
Andy has to keep up with us on the highway.
Yes.
There's some out there.
I know y'all could barely hear Joker, but he did say, as long as it keeps up on the highway.
Yeah, as long as you can do 75, you're good.
Speed limit.
Hey, we're law-abiding citizens.
Yeah, this is a recorded video.
Yeah.
So yes.
You're right.
We-
We absolutely
this-
are law-abiding citizens, 100%.
Nah, but we definitely do take care of one another. That's like I got a text message late one night from the Bouge, another soldier. Most of us haven't met this guy, but he was part of the 1st Battalion Ranger Division. So I'm not going to say any names, but he directed him to me, and we had a long conversation. And long story short, DeBouge received a text message, saying that, man, he was grateful that, he had a great talk with me, and, and a lot of other guys have done the same thing, come across a veteran that needs to be talked to. Some of us, just want to have a conversation with one another that, that's had similar backgrounds. And a lot of us can't just talk to,
Spouses,
yeah,
anybody, they
yeah,
don't understand it.
yeah. So um, that's what we're here for. Look out for one another and other veterans. So, and he must be coming to your house.
He probably is because he keeps getting kicked off. He can sit close.
uh, no Grimes disease said.
Why not? It's a bike. It's legal. I don't know. Well, you'd have to do some work to it to make it keep up on the highway, but
Yeah, it have to be able to do 75 at least.
Yeah,
Posted speed limit.
it's got to be able to maintain posted speed limits without any
Now,
safety issues.
it would definitely work out for Joker because it probably gets 75 miles to the gallon. So,
My baby tank.
yeah.
we need to put some fuel extensions, some extended tanks.
If he just keeps
Leon?
if he just keeps a Gatorade bottle with some fuel in it in one of his saddlebags, it'll double his tank size.
Yeah. Yeah. And the boy just texted. He's on the way. He's coming over here.
That's what I figured. Yeah, it'll be better that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, we can BS until we get here and then continue on. But anybody in the audience, do y'all have any questions for Kindred Vets, or do you have anything that y'all'd like to share with the audience?
Like we said, first of all, we're family. The guys that are prospecting, joining, Joker's recently patched in, and we give him hell. And when he was a prospect, we gave him hell. Now that he's patched, we're not gonna stop. Like
Yeah.
it's military mentality, We all
Yeah,
cut up and clown, but he knows that at 3 o'clock in the morning he needs me. Pick up the phone, coming.
yeah. And just to make it official, I did warn him not to pick me up, so he may have back surgery in the future. So
Uh, you pick up the little guy, not the biggest one we have.
yeah, so if you go to claim it on your VA, we may have to erase that section. No. No, but yeah, that's another thing, man. I wish the VA would actually do better. It seems like every time I go that none of them people are happy to see anyone in there, They're definitely, they don't seem happy to, work there.
I don't know if they just stockpile my blood because I know they have to have a whole closet full of it.
Oh, I'm telling you, every time I go, they take a blood, like they do blood sample. And here,
They don't take just one vial. They're like, here, we need 9. I'm like, leave me some.
They have stopped telling me to pee in the cup. They just give me this cup. Maybe I should do like they've done on Out Cold, the movie, and put a
Take a
turd
crap in it.
They expect me to know what to do with this thing, but I may have, amnesia that day. Oh my God, soldier blood tastes best. What?
What you doing, big boy?
Yeah. Somebody wants to, so he wants, Tech Disease wants to know, how did you get jacked into the Matrix? No.
Bro.
I took the right pill.
Oh, yeah.
The blue pill.
Yeah.
No, I think it was the red pill. I don't know. I don't remember. The movie's like 20. The movie's like 20 years old now.
I know. They've had several, though.
Oh, we lost Tech.
Oh, nah, he just took so we can't see him take the pill.
Took that little limitless pill.
Oh yeah, I just seen that show, man. I need one of those.
Me too. I wouldn't be this broke.
Yeah, yeah. See, if I would have had that ability, or if I would have took the pill, I think I would have learned how to make the pill with what I had, and then we'll start making some money. You know what I'm saying? Not run out and then try to figure out the pill.
The blues just here. The dogs are going nuts.
Uh,
Tell them about time.
They ain't walked in yet. Just come in.
just remember, guys, anybody in the audience, if you have any questions for any one of these guys, feel free to shoot them in the comments.
Come on in.
So on that
Hold
note,
on, I gotta go let him in.
we have just started a nomads portion. Well, we were going to call it nomads, but now I think we're calling it scouts. But it's an ability for anybody across the country, any veteran, to join us and not have to work so hard to find 5 people minimum for a chapter.
Hey, we lost Tech.
The weather
Sorry about
sucks
that.
here right now.
Go ahead and continue, Static. I'm
The
sorry.
booge is here. The dogs are just playing with him.
But yeah, so it allows anybody from anywhere to join, and it kind of gets rid of, I won't say gets rid of, but it makes it easier for them to join and for us to get ourselves out there without having to worry about you need to find so many other people to start a chapter. Because we felt that was hindering us just a small bit. Because on TikTok, we've had so much interest in people going, hey, how do I join? How do I get with you guys? What can I do? That Booge and I decided we're going to go ahead and do this and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Is that correct, Booge? We're now calling it Scouts?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to log in so I can discuss it more.
So we don't have to be sitting on each other's lap. I like him.
Oh, but y'all are cute together.
And Man Love Thursday was a couple days ago.
We're late, as usual.
I gotta turn my speaker off. Okay, how you do that?
Feedback.
All right. So we got him back now. Picture looks a lot better. It's not choppy.
Just one of you turn your mic on.
Yeah, we can probably hear from one of you.
There you go.
All right.
There we go.
That's what did I miss?
Everything.
The podcast.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
podcast.
So Static started to talk about the experimental nomad, which is, I think he said, called Scout now.
Yeah, we
You want to be in the podcast? No.
having a nomad. That's we had to change that because we're not 1%ers. We don't claim territory. We don't have a rocker that says where we're from. None of that stuff, and we don't even want to be. But we don't want to cause any confusion. Somebody wearing, they wouldn't wear a nomad patch, but someone going out there and saying they're nomad, in their worlds, that means something a little different, right? And we're in their world, so we're gonna call them scouts because they're not doing what a nomad does. They're actually scouting. So what it is, and I use that in a military way, definition instead of the other way. So we got a lot of people around the United States so far. That's quite a few people have asked us, how can I join? Well, we don't have chapters in the areas. We We got a good solid hard chapter right here in Louisiana, and we got a couple building, but they can't join, and then of course you never hear from them again because what's the point? Because they can't join our chapter. So what we're going to start doing is listing them as scouts, letting them join as a scout, so that they can help us with our mission and still become a member in the area. So they may be, let's say, somebody in Idaho decides they want to join. We let them. It's a different type of membership because they don't have to go through prospect phase and all that stuff at the time that they're doing it. But we'll make them a member as a scout, so that if we do have veterans that have issues in that area, and we have somebody in the area, where we can just call them and say, "Hey, man, go handle that. See what you can do to help the veterans in your area," and that way we can reach more than just our community. We can reach the whole entire United States or an abroad community, by having these scouts out there. Now, once we get a certain amount of scouts in one area that are close enough to each other, they'll form a chapter, and then they'll go through the same things that we go through in order to have a chapter. And we'll go. We're gonna grow that way. So the main point is so that we can reach more people, more veterans out there at greater distances than what we're doing right now.
And on that, when we do prospecting, what we do different than other clubs is we do require you to ride. We require you to go have dinner with each other, because that's the only way we stay tight knit. If we just ride once a month, we're not close. You're not. These are your brothers and sisters. Is what we're trying to build. And if we're not interacting with each other on a regular basis, you don't have that camaraderie. You don't have that brotherhood. You don't have that close knit with each other.
What Deuce is saying is 100% correct. So, Kindred Vets, the majority is in South Louisiana. I, as a co-founder, am up in Michigan, and the other co-founder is out in Texas. And being the distance I am from the rest of Kindred Vets, I've noticed I don't have the closeness with the rest of the crew that Booge does, or Deuce, or Doc, or Joker, or Tech, just because I don't get to interact as much. Now, I'm on the phone with Booge all the time, so I get to keep in touch that way. But this is going to give us an opportunity so people can, I guess, help build those relationships with other veterans.
You can cover me. There you go.
Can we
that's a big
adjust the
part of it.
camera where it shows Booge and Deuce next to each other, so that when they look at each other, it doesn't look weird?
No, we like being weird.
Wait.
He says, "You know what? On my screen, Tech is sitting in between you both, and he's just got this shit-eating grin on his face the entire time." Yeah, literally.
Tech wants to go skiing.
He could go skiing right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, what who's a good? Most of us, other than Joker, has been in this organization for quite a while, right? Some years actually, and we got Joker here, who's just became a new member, a new fully patched member. It'd be great to hear, from his point of view, what he's seen so far as a prospect, and now as having spent 6 months with us. And he didn't know any of us. He just reached out to us, and we connected with him, and he went through prospecting. So now we finally have someone where we, it's not just leadership here. We got somebody who can talk about.
Well, actually, he is
from their point of view.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
Technically,
not,
he is leadership now.
He's not regretting any of it at all. No. Go ahead, Joker. Tell us what you think.
From
No.
my point of view, when I first met, I think I talked to Deuce first. Um, the
Oh,
way
look at your brother, DeBouche.
the way it was introduced with Booge, and he explained everything to me with we actually go out and ride, we actually do things, the proof that followed, the supporting other veterans,
It doesn't work.
that are not necessarily, American veterans, but any veteran was a big selling point, and the camaraderie that I've experienced in these past 6 months has been amazing. I hear about a ride. We're on a ride every week, at least. We're actually out there going and doing things. I mean, hell, we put a couple thousand miles on our bikes in, a month. It's crazy. I thoroughly enjoy it. There was, you guys had your fun with me throughout the prospect phase.
You're not done.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, and I'm looking for
Yeah,
more
you
adventures
did.
to come. You guys have all been great. You've basically become, my family throughout this entire thing. Which,
Even
Like
our
an
kids.
Alabama,
My
like
kids.
an Alabama family.
Even my kids bully Joker.
I just want you to know I asserted my dominance,
yes,
and Joker knows who Daddy is. No, 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 no. Nah, go ahead, Joker. You know we got to give you some.
I'm not going to talk about other groups or anything like that.
Right.
But the experiences that I've had trying to get into other groups or talking to other groups, and being with them for a few months at a time, trying to figure out what direction they were going, I was given a straightforward definition of what we're doing. You guys followed through. You're doing exactly what you say you're going to do, and I feel like it's doing the right thing all the time. We're out supporting World War II veterans, Vietnam, whatever. We're out there making a difference, and that is by far the best thing about this group. When we're out riding, we're actually making a difference.
I mean, we do things as small as we went and did a pizza party at a nursing home that had 30 veterans there. They were all older ladies and gentlemen. They contacted us, asked us if we'd like to. We rode all the way to Lake Charles, went get them pizza, sat down, had pizza, talked to these old veterans. A lot of them don't have anyone anymore. Like they don't have anyone that goes sit with them and talks to them. So if that's what we have to do, just give them some peace of mind because they did serve. They do deserve that respect. So we do that if we need to. We do anything we need to do for veterans.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention about the scouts. Anybody out there that's watching this, or anybody that knows a veteran that if you're watching this, a veteran that has a motorcycle is looking for, a brotherhood to join, a brother sisterhood to join. Have them reach out to us. We got Tech here. He runs our website. He created it. At Kindred Vets _ how's it go?
To
I don't know.
dash.
Kindred Vets at .com or something like that. But we have Facebook, like you said earlier. We got Instagram. We got TikTok. We have a website. You just type it in Kindred Vets Motorcycle and you'll find it. Just reach out to us, and we'll definitely reach back. We call everybody back. If you're local, we go and have a meet and greet. So we'll actually, hey, what's a good day and time for you? And we'll come with a few of us, or sometimes up to 15, 20 of us. We just, whoever's available, we'll go and meet the person that wants to join, sit there, talk to them, and get things started. So if you're out there and you're not in this area, but you want to support our mission and become a Kindred Vet Scout, and just look us up, reach out to us, and we'll definitely contact you and get you started.
Yeah, most definitely. Hey, Static, you had a question. Somebody had a question for you. So it says, and we'll put it up on the screen again. Go, there we go. So, hey, Static, how did you get your name?
DeBouge gave it to me. So I was an explosives technician in the Air Force, and one of the biggest issues that you face dealing with high explosives and all their related components is static electricity. So that's what Boosh says. He says, well, since you dealt with that in the military, I'm just going to call you Static. And it's stuck ever since.
There you go. Shush is mine. There's your answer.
And you know, if it was EOD and we didn't like you, we'd have you take a radio with you, and as soon as you get there, we'd key it in. You know.
Oh, that's the best.
So yeah, Tech. Somebody said that you must be heading up north. You're starting to glow like you're about to transcend. No.
Transcend to that upper room in the sky, buddy.
Yeah.
The rapture.
He's rapturing.
He starts floating, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to tell you if the rapture was here, Tech would definitely not be glowing right now.
Well, fire does glow technically.
I'm sure he'd be glowing just the wrong color.
Yeah.
It's hot.
They said they see his halo.
You know, we've done some things for veterans too, small things that a lot of people don't do. You know, we had a veteran one time. I think he was a National Guard or something, but he reached out to us on Facebook. Actually, we reached out to him. He put on Facebook he had a motorcycle, and I got a lot of veterans on our Facebook page, and you know most of them are. And I saw that he was having some mental issues, frustrated and stuff, and I saw that he had a motorcycle, and I was actually going to reach out to him and talk to him about joining, but I didn't have to because not even a week later, he posted that his motorcycle was broken, and that was his way of relieving stress. Was getting on that motorcycle, like a lot of us, you know. And he said it won't crank and this and that, or all that kind of stuff. I was like, well, so I hit him up and said, where you at? He's like, Pineville, Louisiana. So me and a couple other guys rode up to his house and fixed his motorcycle for him that day. Never met him before. We let him know he was coming. We said, hey, I'm going to come check out your bike for you. Went over there and we fixed his bike. We took him on a little 10-mile ride and went on our separate, you know, and left. And he was thankful for that because, you know, he didn't have time to join a club or a group or anything like that. But sometimes he likes to get on that bike by himself and ride and get that, you know, that stress relief.
That mind right.
And it's worked out for him a lot. I keep in touch with him. Every so many months or so, I hit him up, and he's doing great. He's still riding when he can, and he's focused, mentally focused. And we do stuff like that. So it's like, hey, you know, we didn't have anything to do with him at all. He was just a veteran that was looking for help. We went and fixed his bike for him and got him on his way, you know. So it's the small things that count that veterans do for other veterans that they may need, you know. And we've helped so many people in the last 4 years. It's just it's a lot, and we do it without support, monetary support from any other, you know,
Anywhere.
It all comes from us. We do what we can, and we just do our best to make a difference in our community. Not just veterans, but mostly veterans. But we've helped out some kids and some widows and stuff like that too with things. And you know, last year we put our money together with another club, an MC, and bought up with like $1,000 worth, $800 worth of toys for a family that just didn't have nothing, you know. And we didn't put it on the news, you know. We didn't do none of that. We just went. And, you know, so do stuff like that. And I think that we get a lot of people that like to do that kind of thing. You make a difference and it makes wearing this patch, well worth it.
I don't
Those
think his
kids got
phone
the
likes him.
skinniest Santa Claus ever. Oh, I was pre-cookie Santa.
Yeah.
No. So I could tell you from my experiences that most of us, when we get out, you have that missing spot, that brotherhood when you were in the service. You're not going to find it outside of the military other than along with the brothers that are already out. So I got to looking, trying to find a club, around my area. I come across Kindred Vets. I shot an email to them, and they reached out to me. I mean, 2 weekends later, I'm riding my bike up to Scott, Louisiana, and I meet the group, and been with them ever since. You miss that craziness, of one another, and you can also pick with one another without getting your feelings hurt. Everybody can, like we give Joker a hard time, but yeah, look at him, man. He takes it like a champ. No, but no, that's like every one of us, man. Like once you get out, being in the civilian world, no one on the civilian side understands,
They don't get it.
where you went, like what you had to do to get to that point, and you know, that's why, you know, this group is here. You know, we're a brotherhood that continued after service.
Yeah, you
So.
don't feel like you're missing that piece of yourself anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, a lot of people say the whole "they don't get it" thing, and I just want to make it clear that that phrase is not reserved just for the Rambo guys who went and shot him, killed him, kicked in the doors, and did the hua hua stuff, right? Because even if you've just lived in the military for just a few short years, you know, I think there's some National Guard contracts that's like 2 years or something like that. It's about the structure and the organization of everything. I think a lot of people, compare. I think they make the wrong comparison. You know, does that make any sense?
Yeah.
You know, whenever you get out just after a few short years, maybe you never deployed, maybe you did a 2 year minimum contract. But in those 2 years and including basic training, you know, you got introduced to a formational lifestyle where everything has a purpose, everything has a place. There is a clear chain of command. If you need to get something done, you know exactly what steps to go through. And then you get into a civilian life where no one understands hurry up and wait. No one understands what?
Sweeping
What?
the sunshine off
This
the
doesn't
sidewalk.
show you talking. So I was trying to figure it out.
He's coming through on here. Everybody can hear Tech?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just want people to understand that it's not just a combat veteran mentality that we have. You know, it's a mentality for anybody who, like Boo said, signed the dotted line. I just want to make sure that that's clear.
Yeah, for sure. Because, you know, even National Guard go through the same training. Whether you're infantry, medical, you're going to go to that, say, Fort Benning. I went. Oh.
Yeah, we got some bad echo.
Deuce, you're echoing.
Hey, can you hear me?
I'm not even
No.
talking.
It's not that one.
I can hear
All
you
right. Can
twice.
you hear me? All right. So, like when you go to basic training, whatever your MOS is going to be, y'all going to end up with active duty members. Who's going to be active duty? You're going to be with reservists. You're going to be with National Guard. So whether you're going to Fort Benning, Georgia, or you're going somewhere else, you know, y'all all are broken down and you're brought back up together. So
I feel better.
And that's one of the biggest reasons we kind of did started Kindred Vets. Is one of our biggest separations is it's not just an organization for door kickers. It's any veteran. If, like Boosh said, if you signed on the dotted line, it's not always up to the individual if they deploy or not. But you were still willing, you still signed saying, I will go, I will do what is needed for my country. You're still a veteran. So that's one of our biggest separators.
Of course, static. Yes, a lot of organizations do not do the same as what Kindred Vets is about. Kindred Vets accept all veterans. So anybody in the audience or anybody that watches this video, we're a brotherhood that accepts all veterans. And like Deboosh said earlier, also foreign veterans that weren't enemies or, anybody that served alongside the U.S. is welcome to be a part of a Kindred Vets.
Is that for me or him? Felt like that was for me too.
Well, let's see. It seems like the storm has finally passed. I don't hear any more rain. That's great.
What are y'all doing?
Yeah. So,
Just mocking Joker.
I don't get that.
this question's for everyone now. Y'all could all answer differently, whatever. But let's see. Who am I echoing through? Let's see. All right. So, what would you say to a vet who's struggling and doesn't know where to turn? If they're watching this video right now, and I know we've talked about contacting us, but, let's, anybody would like to express a little more on that?
If y'all aren't talking, mute your mic. Yeah, if you're going through something and you need to talk to any of us, just reach out. Go to Facebook. It's Kindred Vets on Facebook. You can find us there. TikTok is Kindred Vets /tech. You can go to the website. There's actually, what's yours, Tech?
Well, mine is Tech KVMA, but the
KVMA.
actual Kindred Vets TikTok is just KVMA.
Okay. Yeah, mine's Deuce.
Oh, and he disappeared.
No,
Yeah,
he
my
went
phone
to
was
go check.
ringing. So, but yeah, just reach out to us any way you can. We have every social media platform pretty much. You can find us there. You can reach out through this to actually to Doc.
We've worked hard to try to make sure that it's impossible to not find us. We are number one on a Google search. We do have a Facebook page. We have a Twitter account. We have an Instagram. We have a TikTok. We have a website. You would have to go online and try not to find us. There's been a lot of work put into making sure that we are easily findable.
All right. Yeah, I've tried to do the search, and we come up as number one. So
Every time.
and we're not there to clip dogs. You know what's? It's at the actual Kindred Vets. You can even type
For the right price, we will.
motorcycle. Yeah. Now, I'm experienced for hogs. I've never done dog,
Same
but
thing.
I could definitely castrate a hog for y'all. And
Just
some
rubber
male-
bands.
some male individuals that you have issues with, I can do that too. No.
Human males aren't hard to castrate at all. You just need one of these.
So, is there any stories or transformations or any hope that stands out to you along the way? Starting Kindred Vets. Is there anything that that you can you know ex- give to the audience about the journey of creating from day one? Did you think it was going to, you know, as of right now, we're for Louisiana chapter, we have a good amount of people for this chapter. So starting from day one, is there anything different or
Booge, that sounds like a you.
Goes on.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it started off as an idea, and I got with our co-founder in Texas first, and we talked about it, and then shortly after that, I contacted Static, let him know what we was doing. I had met Static on the gas station one day while he was on his bike, and we started talking about it, and he was interested. So the three of us got together and started thinking about, what we should do. Now we've obviously changed a lot since that initial idea, because we've had to grow and learn and fail and succeed over the past 4 years in all kind of areas. And when we first started, it was more of a
Turn off the
riding
replay.
group. That's what it started off as, basically a veterans riding group. It is, as far as it goes. But we soon found out that was not going to work because we're not a riding group. You know, they have their own thing to what they do, and we do a lot more than that. So uh, at first, he was like just a riding group. Hey, if you're a veteran that has a bike, here's a patch. You know, there was really no structure. There was nothing going on, and we soon found out that we needed quality over quantity. So, the initial probably 20 something are not even part of this anymore. So we've weeded out the stressors and drama people and lazy people or people who just wanted to put a patch on their back and act like a biker or whatnot. We've got rid of all that. And what we have now, for the most part, are very legit stand up veterans and supporter and some auxiliary supporters that are with us. Um, I'd say we're probably 99% as strong as we can be, and we're still improving on some things. And at first, we really wasn't the mission wasn't being handled uh, as it is now. You know, um, we've changed the bylaws 3 times since then. We worked extensively on the bylaws this last year, and covered a lot of things. And now we're a lot more effective as a unit. We're a lot tighter as a unit, and we get things done better now. And it's working. It's just working now. You know, we had to go through all those different terrains, I guess, to find our best path where we're at now. But we're pretty good right now, and we've got plenty of stories, so to speak, of success out there where we've made a difference in somebody's life, whether somebody that joined us, or a veteran out there, or a widow of a veteran, or something. We've reached out and we've done what we could do, and when we do something, we give it our all, and we do the best that we can. And for something if we can't handle something, we're gonna find some type of you know direction for that person to get the help they need. And if we can't do it ourselves, we've had a few of that, and we're doing pretty good. I like where it's going. I definitely like where it's at right now. Um, And I think as we grow, especially with the scouts out there, reaching out and helping veterans in their communities and stuff, and building more chapters to reach more veterans in veterans community, I think we're going to accomplish a lot with our veterans. And there's a lot of veteran organizations out there. I ain't talking about just motorcycle clubs. There's all types of stuff for veterans out there, but it seems like you get a lot of red tape when you're dealing with, the VA or these nonprofit veteran groups, and there's always a bunch of red tape, and we don't have red tape. You got a problem, we're gonna try to solve it. We're gonna fix it the best we can, and give you direction to fix it if we can't do it ourselves. There's no waiting period, no waiting list. There's no pecking order. None of that. A veteran reaches out to us, we're gonna be there for them. You know, and do what we can. And I like the way it's going. We've had a lot of changes over the years, and we're pretty strong right now. And I think that if we keep doing what we're doing, we don't change anything anymore. I think we're a very strong organization for the community. We also do things like this to add to that. There's within the motorcycle world, there's other veteran clubs, and if they got something going on and they ask us for help or come support them, we do that too. So we're reaching out to a lot of those, and because it doesn't matter what the name of the club is or the organization is, you know, we got pretty much the same goal in mind with certain things. And if another veteran organization is trying to do something to help a veteran or veteran community type thing, and they need help, the more the merrier. We're gonna go help them, and it's theirs. We're not gonna take the spotlight or the credit. But if another veteran club or riding group or MA or whatever reach out to us and say, "Hey, man, we got this going on. If y'all want to, wouldn't mind if y'all come help us out if y'all can." We send people to go help them out. We hope and to get the same in return. But it's just veterans for veterans, period. You know, and I think when you got a tight, the tighter you are as a unit, the better you move. So if everybody's real tight and everybody knows what's going on and everybody has a dedication and a self fortitude to get things done, you're gonna get things done more than most
Efficiently.
and more efficiently, right? So that's our goal, and that's what we try to keep on the top of our minds. Is let's do it. You know, let's do what we
These
put our
other
patch on for.
these other veteran clubs aren't competition for us.
Right? Yeah,
We're not in competition with anybody to be the biggest and baddest veteran club. We're if your mission is the same as ours and you need help, we're coming. But
Yeah.
it's not a contest. We're all veterans. We just wear different patches.
Yeah, and speaking of that, I've heard this before too. Well, and there's a lot of every veteran club that I know of is all respectable clubs. I use clubs loosely because you get tired of saying all the different acronyms and MAs and MOs and all this extra bullshit. We, your club, you wear a members only jacket. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna keep it for layman's term for all the people that don't know the motorcycle world. But every veteran club out there that I know of, stand up people. They may have a slightly different mission or slightly different goals and just a character about themselves. We all do, but they joined a specific type of organization, a veteran organization, to do what they do. And I've heard this before too. Was if there's already established clubs out there, veteran clubs, and why you can just join one of those? Well, the same reason why they have 500,000 clubs out there, right? If that was the case, there would only be one MC, there would only be one MA, there would be only one MO, only one. You know what I'm saying? So, for me personally, I was going to join a motorcycle club at one time for veterans, and I didn't because I'm a combat veteran, but a buddy of mine wasn't, and I would have been a full patch member in the whole 9 yards, and he wouldn't have. He'd be considered, to have a different support. And I get it. I'm not going to name that organization because there's several of them like that.
and there's nothing wrong with it. But you kind of narrowing down the how many people want to be in that kind of, in a specific type of foot club. So I said, well, maybe we should, for this area, just open up for anybody and everybody, male, female, branch of service, combat or not, it doesn't matter, and let's not try to be a one up type of attitude and you're less than me because you have a different, member status than me and all that. I'm not saying that's going on, but that's just the way I felt at the time. So, we did that. And not to mention, and not just that, it is also the type of mission that we are. We don't want to have a generic, let's help somebody, but only if it benefits us or something like that. Nah, we're like, if we got to dig in our own pockets to help somebody, and we
We
can,
have.
we do it, and we do it a lot. You know, it's all about making a difference, and not for glory and fame and being noticed. It's just getting it done and helping somebody else. You know, we've all been down before, veterans, especially veterans. You know, with the wars. We had 20 something years of war in this generation and these last two generations. A lot of people have some stress and other things that's going on with their life because of their military service. And my biggest observation is that nobody knows veterans better than veterans, hands down. So if you got issues or something to talk about, why not talk to another veteran? You know, it's just like you come and tell me about something that you didn't experience at all. Why the fuck should I listen to that? Because you got a degree in it, okay. But if you tell me that you probably got some of the same experience I do, I'm probably going to listen to you more because I know what you've been through, what I've been through, and you probably know what the hell I'm talking about. And it's not in a book you read; it's actually through life experience.
And on that note, if someone does contact us that is a combat vet, only our combat veterans contact them because I'm not a combat vet. I never saw boots on the ground conflict. So I don't relate to the same things the Booge does, Joker does, Tech does. I don't know if Tech went overseas, but you know, I don't relate to those same issues because I didn't experience them. Where just a normal veteran, anybody can talk to them. We all have our issues, but when you go combat, it's it's easier to talk to someone who's been there.
I could tell you, speaking from a little past experiences, that uh, I was in the process of selling another bike, and man, this guy that kept messaging me about this bike, he kept rubbing me the wrong way, and I was like, I talked to DeBouge, talked to Deuce, and told him what the situation was. Told this guy, I said, even the name, and I'm not going to say the name because it's a little, only veterans would understand the name. Okay, so the name, putting the name together and the way the guy was acting, I was like, you know what, it's better to be safe and sorry. So I talked to the Booge and Deuce, and they were like, oh, we'll meet you there. We'll go with you. Like, okay. So these guys, come out and met me, and we met this guy, and I mean, looking at him, I mean, the dude was special for sure. But it's not. The point was is that they didn't. I didn't have to ask. I didn't. I mean, I just talked to them about it, and they were like, "Oh, well, heck, we'll go with you," and just like any one of these guys would do. And
Oh, but
Tech,
for reference, he lives an hour and a half away.
yeah, yeah. So I live an hour and a half away. So, and I think that day, Tech, you were working, so there's no way you were getting away. Um, and we didn't even meet Joker yet. So, but
I
and
gotta
then
know what the guy's name is now. Like,
uh, I'm not.
Text me after.
Yeah.
Starts
So,
with an M. Figure it out.
yeah, it starts with an M.
Oh, I was going more around like Blue Falcon, Charlie Foxtrot. Like I was trying to.
It's
I was
like one
going
of them,
somewhere around there.
like one of them ones when you're in the desert. Yeah. So, and I was like, you know, my page, you know, screams veteran. You know what I'm saying? You never know when you come across someone looking to get back
I
at a
got it.
veteran. You know, so I was like, I'd rather be safe than sorry. You know, and these guys know I'm not a little guy, but you know, if I was to be the first to be, you know, hit, I got these two that have my back. So, you know, but it's just stuff like that. Yeah. uh, anyway, but that's to go to show you like the brotherhood that we have is any one of us call each other and we're there, you know. So
He didn't even do it on a weekend. It was during the middle of the week. And the guy was like an hour and a half late.
Yes, he was. Yep.
Now you gotta put the name in the staff chat because now I'm freaking nosy.
All right, look.
Oh, come on. You haven't figured it out yet?
7-Eleven, not 9-11.
Oh God. I'm slow. Damn it.
Look, I don't even know if I'm spelling it right. Oh, no, put it in. My bad. Put it in. I misspelled it. But yeah, did you see it?
I saw it. Yep.
Okay. It's misspelled. My bad.
Don't feel bad that you can't spell that.
Well, it just went out across YouTube, by the way.
Whoops.
Ahmed is what he meant. Yeah. Yep, that was it. But the dude didn't. Man, this dude was like acting weird straight up. I almost blocked him because I thought it was one of those bots that message you and just trying to get information out from you. The dude just couldn't speak very good English. And
Or did he have a brother that was a prince? That if you sent him $3,000, he would
Make you a
forward his
millionaire.
fortune to you.
yeah, I've seen that one, by the way. Yeah. I got that same email when I was in Washington, D.C. And I sat there having fun with that because I was like, I sat there, oh, so if I do this and I get that, oh, that's awesome. You know what I could buy with that? And I just kept on and kept on. And then at the end, I put, yeah, man, I'm currently located in D.C., where my buddy next to me is a DOD agent and such. And he stopped messaging after that. I was like, oh, well, I guess we lost that one. Yeah, but oh, Deuce had to go take a deuce.
Them shorts on.
Yeah, but
So let's do questions from the audience.
flashbacks on.
What's up, Flashback?
So, anyone in the audience, do you have a question for
he's on
any of the
mute.
members?
We both on mute.
Well, DeBouche was talking.
Oh. He was on mute.
Yeah, we were on mute.
I was talking to myself.
He was talking to me.
No, I was gonna say I forgot to mention what we're about to do, and we're gonna try to keep doing it. Is we're gonna start doing care packages for homeless veterans, and really good ones too. And so we're gonna obviously do some fundraising for it, best we can. But I was gonna say, if anybody has the Cash App, if they can post it on, we're more than grateful to take donations from anybody out there to help with that. And there's so many homeless veterans out there, and shouldn't be. And I know a lot of them, can't get, or I should say, can't get right because they don't want to. I understand it with drugs and everything else, but a lot of them are in that situation because of just life sucked, all right? And something happened to them, and they're not, if the town or city or wherever they're at don't have enough money for their shelters to give them all the things they need, they got to get that the best way they can. So my thing is to helping them get, personal hygiene, socks, maybe some type of non-perishable protein bars and stuff like that, just shaving cream,
Get them a haircut, make you feel like a man again.
anything. So we want to put these waterproof bag together with a bunch of stuff in there,
Clothing.
and
Socks.
winter time's coming up. We donated thanks to Tech, getting through the program that he got. We was able to give jackets out. So we want to try to build up as much money as we can to go and shop for these care packages, and on foot we're going out there and handing them out to veterans. That's on the street that needs it.
Yeah, I have the cat. It's. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Might post it on there so they can.
Email me a picture of it, and I'll post it on the feed.
Oh, wait, that's on yours. You gotta pull it up.
Shoot, I don't know if I have it.
Yeah, because I want to send you everything on.
Let's see. I may be able to search it.
Yeah, but he does it. We can get the QR code. Get my code. I'll screenshot it. Send it to Doc.
Is it Kindred Vets MA?
Yep. He's gonna send you the QR code.
Okay.
All right.
All right. He sent you the QR code.
What's up, B Rabbit?
How are y'all seeing people? I guess I can't see anything.
I see 5 people.
You sent it in the.
He texted it to you.
I see dead people.
Haven't received it yet. Is it
Dead air. Dead air.
Come up.
Dead air.
Kindred
There it
Vets
is.
in there. There it
just
is.
popped up? All right. So I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna email it to myself, and I'll go ahead and post it in the feed. So while I'm doing that, is there any dream destination that you'd like to have the club take a ride to one of these days?
Costa Rica.
No, but I do want to get to a point where we can have like a national annual thing. We do have one now called the Warriors Ride. We had our first annual. Next year we'll have one here in Louisiana. But I do want to be able to take somewhere central in the United States to where people from all over, members from all over can meet and spend, a time doing, exchanging ideas and just meeting everybody as part of this organization and stuff.
I'm thinking Broken Bow, Oklahoma, because that's central as you can get, and it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
Once we get national, we'll make a run. Everybody make a run there, and rent out the Gray Wolf Lodge.
I'm sure. Like the movie.
That would be cool.
I want to go ride the Sisters out in Texas. That's on my bucket list for riding.
It's fun. We stayed in Bandera when we went, which is about an hour and a half away from it. Bandera has all kinds of stuff to do. And then we went ride the Twisted.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would be a
that's-
cool ride.
And that's close enough that we could get a whole bunch of members to go with us.
It's only like 9 hours.
So from us.
Yeah, from here. I got 2 bikes now.
Yeah.
Oh,
One and a
I'll
half.
drag mine down there.
All right,
Well, that's not
so-
even showing dedication if you're not even going to ride it down here.
Look, I'm starting to get old. It's an old fat boy.
What kind of bike you ride?
A fat boy.
Mountain bike.
Oh, I thought you mountain bike.
Smart ass. Look, I'm on a mobile phone. I'm doing this shit.
Can y'all see the QR code, or is it a blank
Yes.
screen?
We see the QR code.
There it is. Okay.
Got an 8% left on my.
Yeah, I'm at 9% left on my phone.
All right. So, for any of the audience or anyone that comes across this video that would like to donate to the Kindred Vets and the cause of supporting other veterans and the community, this is the QR code to make a donation to. You know, we use the money and help our fellow veterans. You know, so I'm going to leave it up there for a minute, and we'll continue having a little conversation right before we wrap it up. So, thank everyone for you know, tuning in and watching the show. So
I think it would be cool if we had so many chapters and so many people across the United States that we could do a torch pass off. I think that would be really cool.
yeah, that'd
To
be
get
awesome.
an actual torch and like attach a GPS keychain to it and have somebody start all the way on the East Coast and start riding across the country till they meet up with the next rider and pass it on, and we could track that GPS going all the way across the country. I think that would be cool.
And then we ride it for the Olympics. Because I ain't running. I'm fat and old.
All right, dudes, can you see me?
All the
Yeah, you
hairs.
little bitty at the bottom of my screen. But yes, I see you.
Don't see nobody.
There it is.
Huffy. Nice.
That's
That
right.
one-
I got another Huffy.
Does it
Oh,
got
you said
back
you
pegs?
you said it was an old fat boy. I thought you were talking about yourself. It's an old fat boy on an
Talking
old
about-
fat boy.
So, I know a lot of us that we watch TV shows and stuff like that, and there's a lot of you know, negative stuff about motorcycle crews or motorcycle groups or MC clubs or whatnot, you name it. All right, so you know, one of the questions that I have for the audience is, what does the public usually? How do the public usually react to Kindred Vets? Crickets. So, would you say the community, it's a positive, or you know, we get
Around here,
positive-
a lot of them know us. Down in South Louisiana, they know us. They see us. They see the things we're doing. We do benefit rides for everyone. If there's a benefit ride going on, we normally show up at least 5 or 6 bikes deep, and go ride a benefit. You know, people don't understand when we're riding these benefits, we're paying to do things we do for free to help someone else out.
I think some
It's-
people around. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Joker.
Oh, okay. So, since I'm kind of, I think I've talked about this before with y'all.
Trap phone.
When I was prospecting, people in the area kind of took me a different way. There was a lot of, oh my God, get out of his way, stuff like that. now that I've been patched in, I still kind of see it. Um, they still don't see us, or they don't see me around here as, oh, oh crap, he's one of those guys. Um, so not, I don't, in your area, you guys have been up there a long time. Starting to float down towards this side, they're still not familiar with us, from what I can tell. When I ride around, I don't know how to make it louder. Sorry, but I still get certain reactions from people.
Speak from your chest.
I can't
Why
make
don't
it
you
as
say
loud.
grab a pair?
Preferably your own.
Yeah, I guess that's what not having spurs does. Makes your voice soft.
Damn, you don't have spurs. Hey, did Doc play the video? I don't know if I missed all that.
At the beginning, but I'll play it on our exit too.
Cool.
Motorola Razor.
Yeah, flip phone. Give him a break.
On a slide out BlackBerry.
I'm on my old Nokia brick.
Yeah, indestructible.
Oh yeah. They could go to 5G, I'd still have that phone. Couldn't kill it.
Exactly.
So, is there any events or upcoming rides that the public should know about getting out there, supporting the veterans? Anything? I know that we have the Warrior Ride. That's every year, right? That is our most important, correct, for the club itself.
For the club
Yeah,
itself.
the club, right.
So, is there any upcoming that we have before the end of the year?
We will. We haven't planned anything, but we're definitely doing a couple rides before the end of the year, specifically for Kindred Vets being the event host. Um, we're gonna do obviously November 11th, right? Is it November 11th that we're doing the one? The Veterans Day ride. So
Yeah.
we may do a Veterans Day ride for sure. We're gonna do a Christmas run.
We have something coming up with Odin's son.
Yeah, and then we're going to have another club, a veteran, a VC, like it's called Odin Sons, down in Baton Rouge. We're going to go to one of their events. They do a lot of good things for veteran, the community stuff. So, but we will have at least 2 Kindred Vets events rides that we're going to plan the rest of the year. We haven't hashed out the details yet, but we're going to post it on the website and on Facebook.
All right. All right. Well, if there was one message to every vet out there, what would it be that you could, if you could send one message to a vet, what
You're
is?
never alone.
Okay, there we go.
Never.
No, you're not
Never
alone.
alone. No.
There's a reason why
Phone call away.
our logo says no one rides alone, and that doesn't mean just because you have you have to have a motorcycle not to ride alone. That means in life in general, meaning no one rides alone. If you're going through something, you don't have to go through it by yourself. We are one of many veteran organizations, but we are an organization that 100% will reach out to you. If you know about us, if you give us a call, an email, anything, reach out to us. You don't have to go through whatever you're going through by yourself. When we was in the military, that was not only in our creed, never leave a fallen comrade. Just because you exit the military, and I know all these this new society of veterans, these young veterans say, "Oh, once you get out of the military, you're a civilian now," and blah blah blah. Well, let me tell you something, youngster. Some of us joined the military to be patriots, and we wanted to be a soldier, or a Marine, or an airman, or a seaman. We wanted to join to have that esprit de corps. We wanted to join to have patriotism for our country, and that is still in us as a veteran. Just because you got a DD Form 214 doesn't mean that you got to leave the military behind you. That's an experience that only 1% of the United States citizens go through and receive. And that's something you shouldn't throw away. I've had, I've learned a lot while I was in the military about life, about camaraderie, about, the friendship. And I've learned a lot about who has my six or not. Being in the military, especially for the extended time that I was in, you earned that title as a veteran. And just because you're in civilian clothes now doesn't mean that you got to stop being a vet. And if you're going through something, the fact that you raised your right hand and took an oath and you did what you had to do in the military, that alone gives you that right to not be by yourself with anything that you're going through. I don't care whether it's a drug problem, a PTSD problem, it doesn't matter. You pick up that phone, you type on the internet, you reach out to any veteran organization. But if you reach out to us,
We will get back in touch with you.
we're more than obligated to reach out back to you because that's what our mission is. There should not be a single veteran out there that has to go through shit by themselves with no one to talk to, no one to at least lift a finger to help. There's a reason why we have a battle buddy system in the military. And it's not just because, you know, better have your battle buddy with you or else you're gonna get smoked or whatever. It's my phone died, but that whole battle buddy system is throughout life, period. We all need a battle buddy. Sometimes we may not, have those battle buddies because our life choices or the people around us or the environment we're in. But I tell you right now, Kindred Vets doesn't really care who you are, where you are, what kind of person you are. You reach out to us, we are an automatic battle buddy right then, right there. You know, so that's my thing. That's my quote. And that's why our logo, our motto is "No one rides alone." Because if you're riding by yourself, it's because you want to. You know, reach out to us. We're gonna reach back out.
Yeah, motorcycle or not, if you swore the oath that all of us swore, we've got your six.
All right.
We got 3%.
Sounds like we're about to lose Deuce and Booge.
All right. Make sure to plug it in so it'll upload. Hopefully we got most of the bouges. So we'll go ahead and start wrapping it up, being that we're coming to the end of battery life. But, all right. So,
Hold on, I gotta find a cord.
all right. I'm going to go ahead and play the video again for the audience. And we can thank Tech for putting this together. All right. So that's the video, and don't forget, for anybody listening, and if you like rock, just go to Instagram and check out Static Shift Radio, and subscribe to that radio station. Ed plays classic indie rock, so he's got it all. Got some upcoming artists that you probably never heard of before. They are trying to get their name out there. Go check out that radio station. And also a good friend of mine, the Ferg, his YouTube channel, Fergin Around. He does the rock album reviews. Check him out. That dude's awesome. He's here lately. He's helped me with the interviews with the bands that we have. So, and a shout out to Kindred Vets, the Booge, Deuce, Tech, Joker, and Static, and all the members that are in the audience. Good seeing you on there. So, with that said, does anyone have anything they would like to say before we exit out of here?
Found a charger.
All right, so
Yeah. If you're watching, get a motorcycle, come join us, help us with our mission. Let's get shit done.
perfect. All right, guys, till next time, thank you for watching BSing with Y Eagle Y, and staying tuned during the interview with Kindred Vets, my brothers, the sisters. So you'll have a good one. And guys, don't exit the screen just yet, and we'll talk right after this.
All right.